if you could come 10th place, you can win the race. Like Lachlan is not genetically the best rider in that group either.
I agree. I think that both Lachlan and Chad, like, they really played that move very smart. They recognized what was going on in the pack. They recognized that riders were not willing to work. There was a lot of playing games. The group was not very cohesive. Both of them recognized that. Both of them made a very smart move to go off the front, and we continued to play games with each other. And I think that two of the smartest bike racers in the race won. And this is no knock on Lachlan and Chad, but I think it was two of the smartest bike racers, not necessarily two of the strongest bike racers that day.
He wasn't that smart though. He went the wrong way at one point.
That's true.
Is there a situation developing where it's conversely, the stronger the field gets, the more likely it's going to be for you to pull off a win like this? Because we're starting to see, like we've seen Greg Van Avermaet, Matej Mohoric, more the Bahrain team coming over. Keegan's obviously a superstar in the gravel scene as it is. So there's a lot of looking at each other. And tactically now, there's opportunity for those big hitters to cancel each other out and see, it's hard to label Lachlan an underdog, but I think physiologically compared to some of those other engines, he is an underdog. It's given more opportunity for that underdog attack to go clear.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Yeah. I think I always thought of Unbound as a very steady effort where, you're kind of doing your tempo power for most of the day or as long as you can. And I would say that for the first time, at least that I can remember, it wasn't like that at all. It played out much more like a road race. It was much more tactical than it's ever been. Usually it's a race of attrition where the front group just continues to get smaller and smaller throughout the day. And then whoever's left at the end battles for the win, either in a sprint finish or in a final attack. And it was still a race of attrition. It's always going to be somewhat a race of attrition, but tactics won the race. I mean, doing some sort of breakaway far out from the finish won the race. So it was much more tactical than it's ever been.
What was your power like for the day?
Oh boy. I think it was 283 normalized power for 915 or 916 or whatever the race was.
That's spicy. What weight are you?
70 kilos.
70 kilos.
Yeah.
That is a heavy day on the ticket.
Yeah, it was no doubt the highest power output I've ever seen for Unbound, and I've done Unbound 5 times now. Interestingly enough, I mentioned this in my video as well, but 10th place is actually not the highest placing I've ever gotten at Unbound. The first time I did Unbound in 2018, I placed 9th. But that's still to this day my slowest finishing time. And I looked it up because I wanted to see what my time was. It was my time in 2018 to get 9th place was 11 hours and 39 minutes. This year to get 10th place, it was 9 hours and 16 minutes.
That's basically highlights the evolution of the American gravel scene over that period.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you enjoyed this conversation, please click up here. There's another video I know that you're absolutely going to love. Click over here and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our amazing upcoming guests.